Whoa, do, 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 do. How you be? You're listening to the Blue Sea. It's me. I'm back. Man, it went down, man. I just caught it. I just caught that hot and fresh chapter. Not gonna waste too much time. You guys know what it is. I'm hype, man. Today's gonna be a good day. When it starts off like this, it's can't fail. So here we are, chapter 1009, titled Hell. And then we have the good cover chapters, some great artwork. Uh, it's good to see everybody. Normally, for the format of these, once we start getting the full panel straw hats, we usually go back to a cover story. So that should be happening soon. And I'm actually anticipating where they're going next with the cover stories because we know they usually go around the rest of the world, right? Stuff going on outside of Wano. So that'll be nice to see. And let's get right into it. Okay, look, y'all know me, so I'm gonna get the Zoro time, but we're gonna get there. So just chill, 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 chill. I'm trying to keep my composure, man. Uh, I like that we started off with Orochi first, right? And it's one of the few panels in the entirety of Wano where I'm like, oh man, that has Orochi in it. It has a really good panel on the artwork, the little stare down with Fukuro Kujo and Orochi and the nine red scabbards. It's going down, man, and they low diffed him real quick. But we know he's not dead, right? Based on the mythos of the Yamato no Orochi, the eight-headed snake wonder. Pause. uh, of course, always support the official, right? The Viz, because it maybe it translates different, but I'm interested in what Fuguro Kujo said about they're unaware that you died once today, basically. Um, initially, right, we all think that you have to kill each head, but depending on how this fruit actually works, eight might be the number of times that he could die within a certain amount of time period, right? Maybe it's 24 hours or something like that, to where it doesn't matter how much damage he takes, even if you cut off all eight heads simultaneously, he has to physically die nine times before he's actually dead. So whoever had this route before, I have no idea how they died because it's broken, man. Somebody has to get this thing. They have to. It's too good. But they load, and then Fuguro Kucho says something interesting to Raizo. And we know Raizo used to be a former Obi Wabanshu, so we might get some lore because we all suspect Fuguro Kujo always had some other intentions, right? Just based on his tattoo and the elongated head and the other theories that are out there about him. So that'll be interesting. Let's get to the meat and the potatoes, man. The Yonka. Big Mom sounded like an RPG character or something or a video game. All you needed to hear was, "Hey, listen," from Navi, man. Shout out to Nintendo 64, Ocarina of Time, the good days, right? Um, hey Kaido, let's try a time team up attack. Ha 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 ha, ma. That's how it played in my head. And we see my guy Zoro, man. This man blocked an attack from two Yonkos simultaneously. And the way they were stanced up, that is a dope. The artwork this chapter was just fire. Like, oh man, I don't even know what else to say because you know the anime's been going in. So when they do get to this part, um, it's just gonna be top tier, right? Like even for how good Wano's been as far as an animation standpoint, this is gonna be just fire. Ocean Sovereignty looks pretty dope, and she's still calling him brat and all this, and it's funny, right? Because she's a little older and not by much, but it's still funny their dynamic. That attack would vaporize. Um, it could, right, vaporize anything. If even if you're a top tier character, if you're say you're observation hockey was jeopardized for whatever reason, that's wiping you out, man. That looks beastly. And of course, my man Zoro D Sword, hailing in from the south side of Shimosuke Village. Put the supernovas on your back, LeBron style, man. Versus the Warriors and the Cavs. When he was on the Cavs, man, that was, even Kid had to get some respect. Like, look, man, he didn't get as much time, but good looking out, man, because that was gonna hurt. And their teamwork is excellent. I mean, it has to be against Tuyanko, obviously, but I did not expect all of that. Remember, I've been saying like Law is a good matchup for Big Mom because of how his powers works and stuff, and we seen that's exactly what happened. Kid even put in work. He took a full-on punch to the cranium from Big Mama because even Big Mama was like, "Yo, you think I need Napoleon, Zeus, and Prometheus for you guys? Wrong." Repel, and then Zoro cutting down Prometheus again. What did he say? I don't. I hope he says something better than flame slice, because that sounds kind of lame. But what do you call it? The six path roads. Yo, all I thought of was paint. Just Shin the Tensei type stuff. But that was smart, right? Because now she can't fly on her own. She's not Kaido, and we'll see how that works. But that was pretty smart. And then we see Luffy getting Ragnarok, and it's interesting for him to use an attack called that because we always expect the Norse mythology type things to be more related to Big Mom. So, but now Kaido doing it is using a move with that name, and then he called it three worms. I'm like, hey, my man out here trying to steal from Zoro, man. I don't like that. But that attack looked fierce. That panel looked fierce. We even see Kaido use a Grand Race arrow on Luffy. Luffy talking trash, talking about, yeah, you're dodging now because you don't want to feel this red rock, that kind of thing. But Kaido's just not having it, man. He's in business Kaido mode. Oh man, there's no break next week either. So it's just a lot of action. We know Orochi and the Scabbards, they'll come back into a play again because there's no way Orochi's dead, right? Even the panel with his head chopped off was pretty much the exact same panel we got last time. So it's kind of a running gag, but it makes sense. So we'll see what's going on next week because there's no break. I know I just said that, but no break, man. This is wild. I had to hit that button, man, because this is gonna be a crazy weekend. Baseball's back. Shout out to my Dodgers. But Kaido was getting ready to hit a home run on all the supernova. But this is gonna be crazy. I think Kaido maybe just goes and saves Big Mom real quick. He's fast enough too. I'm kind of confused how they're over the ocean though. Maybe I need to reacquaint myself with the current geography because I could have sworn they were over the flower capital. So, but maybe on the rooftop, that large, massive portion of mountain is so big, you'll end up landing in some water. I'm aware, like, the way that the islands are broken up, there's water in between, but she said the ocean as if, I don't know. We'll see about that. That might just be me not interpreting it correctly, but I'll have to go back and look because I just didn't understand that part. But it makes sense, right? Supernova taking a page out of out of the Beast Pirates book. Like, we're just not gonna do a Big Mom. We'll just knock her in the water because she's just too much to deal with. Oh man, this is, I don't know what else to say. This is really all this chapter was about, and that's all I needed. So just wanted to talk to y'all real quick for a little bit, and let me know what y'all thought because what's gonna happen? Like, I'm always interested in what people think, like what their predictions are, because we all focus on different parts of the story, so the stuff we come up with is so different from each other, even though we're reading the same thing. But I think that's what makes the series so great. Um, it leaves room for anybody to have a different viewpoint, and just that one viewpoint changes your theories on stuff and how things are worded, right? Like even now, we got a power scaling with the word rooftop. Like, where else are you gonna get that but One Piece, right? Where you just saying rooftop is a way to power scale now. Oh man. Oh, I even forgot the comedy with Killer, right? And Napoleon's like, yo, I'm just a normal sword. Chill, 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 chill. Man, as you can tell, I was really excited about this chapter. I enjoyed every page. It was so short. About to go reread it again, you know. It was just that fire. So I didn't really have much to talk about. Kind of like last week, I didn't have much to talk about. Plus, I have a cracked molar, so I had to go get that dealt with. Teeth are nothing to play with, man. Oh man, it's like, man, I'd rather be shot. Nah, maybe that's an exaggeration, but you get what I mean. Um, Kid is starting to sound like the audience. I think Kid is starting to use Oda. I mean, Oda is starting to use Kid like the audience because he asked about Law's power. Like, why don't you just throw him in the ocean? And like, Law's like, look, man, you think I did never cross my mind? Like, I never thought, like, Hawk is too strong. I mean, we know this already, but it's just interesting how much Kid doesn't know. Um, Even if you don't know someone's abilities, you would assume you having fruit and understanding how hockey has effects on devil fruits that he would understand that. Just like I pretty much assume he doesn't have Rio because he didn't recognize what it was when Luffy used it. So um, I really want to see more kids backstory as far as his travels because we still need to get what happened between him and Shanks and all that good stuff. And him wanting to fight Big Mom face to face, just that just goes back to Whole Kick, right? So I like Kid. Use this D mid, but this was all about Zoro for me, man. Because when he gets his title of World's Strongest, this is gonna be one of those things that is undisputable. Like they're gonna be like, yeah, man, I remember back in Wano, this guy, he cut down the horn on Nagashima. He's out here cutting Yonko, blocking two attacks from Yonko simultaneously, just long enough for Law to get them out of there. And then and then Kid and Law actually worked together good too because of what they did to Zeus. Separating them makes a lot of sense. Not from a power standpoint, but Big Mom's mobility is what makes her too big of a threat, and it increases her AOE attacks. Because Elbaf's Spear and all the other stuff is pretty linear, but that Shiva's Thunder, what was it called? Shiva's Wrath and all that. That man, you can't keep getting hit by that. So they had to make sure that that wasn't going to be a thing. So the Supernovas, man, they out here. They out here. They still ain't gonna win though, but not without extra help. But I like where this is going. I'm really excited to see how this concludes, right? Because there's no way Kaido's losing and Big Mom simultaneously. So, oh, wouldn't that be weird for King to swoop up out of nowhere and be the one to save Big Mom? Wow, that would be wild. Kind of interested in what's going on with Marco too, but this rooftop action is where it's at, man. So I will see y'all in streams later today, I'm sure. Uh, and I'll see y'all through the weekend. Like I said, let me know what you think, what you um, think is going to happen next, and the legend of Zoro continues, man. The legend of Zoro D. Sword, prodigal son of the Sun Rider U, hailing in from the south side of Shimosuke Village. Yoshiro will be proud right now, man. He's gonna find out, man. Mihawk out here probably shedding a tear like that's my boy, man. As the his baboons are clapping the Marines right now, probably would think it's a good idea to even think about going after Mihawk. But yeah, man, I'm all over the place. You guys know what it is with me sometimes, but a chapter like this just man, today's gonna be great. This is why I love this series. This is why I like to record, man. It's chapters like this. Whew. Wow. I think that's it, man. I think that's it. So I appreciate you dealing with my verbal vomit as I'm just alphabet soup right now, man. Oda got me for he got me this chapter, man. I'm gonna be thinking about this all day. Zoro the sword, boy. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Peace.